Hello, question mark from me. Something is happening. Okay, now the video is coming. It's just a huge delay. Things are looking productive.
There we go. I can see us now.
Perfect. So, yeah, looks like people are finding in. That's awesome. Bonjour. Random person asking who is he? This is my long-time best friend, Hannes Knutsson. I actually have two best friends. Shout out to Jojo. He has not replaced you yet. Who is the video editor of the Wintergatan YouTube channel. We've been working on forever. We made the original Marble Machine video together. And Hannes 2000 is here hanging out with me during these live streams. This is the plan. I'm gonna tell you the plan. We are going to build this week this thing that you see on the screen right now. It's going to take a long time getting all these parts together, and we're gonna try to do it live. Let's begin. So I'm going to start to sort out the parts that I'm gonna put together.
A lot of people want Hannes 2000 at home too.
There's only
next
one.
Next project after Marble Machine. Let's make me a household item.
I'm gonna honor you, Hannes, by giving you a corner in this OBS scene right here. So I'm just cropping.
Oh.
I'm just cropping in a Hannes spot up in the corner here. So I'm just removing all parts that belongs to the marble gates, and we should be left over with a very nice collection of CyberBass parts. So the plan is, if we look at the stream schedule up in the left corner, the plan is to have the CyberBass fully functional in the next marble test. So yes. So I'm just gonna fill this bucket with the parts that are for the marble gates that we're not gonna use for today. I wanted to hype everyone up a little bit by showing you these parts again. So if we go to the close-up cam, these parts are coming later in this build. This is going to be so much fun. So the idea is to first weld all the silver parts together, and then at the end I can add these beautiful flowers. And these have all been pre-assembled. But if you see in my SpaceX list, this is on point 6, on step 6. So we're only on step 1 right now. So just as a reminder, this is going to be really, really cool. So now I have to make a plan for how to put this together. And I know that my plan is to weld this part to these parts. That's the first thing, and that's what we're gonna work on in this stream. So now if I shift over to the bench close-up, you can kind of see the similarity between, so this blue part here is this part here, and the middle part is this part. So these three parts is going to go together like this. Oh, good tolerances from Monsieur Moulin in here, but there's no way of getting that part into that hole here. So I have to file away that tab. So I'm just gonna mark everything we're gonna do. I don't know if you see there's some residue here from the cuttings. I have to file this open and make sure that this fits. So I have to file here and here. And I need to do this for all the holes now before welding, because it's gonna be much harder after welding. All these holes are going to be drilled up downstairs on the drill press, because these 5mm axles are not going through. And this should not be a press fit, this should be just be able to go through. Oh, and I need to keep them in when we're welding this on. Yeah, they should be actually not be 5mm, I should drill them 5.5, I think. Oh, that's crisp and clean. When you get this kind of spiral from the metal, You are home and dry. That was a simple one because that was not the thin one. Here we go with the scary one. Okay, so now I'm gonna check the fit. Oh wow, this is very loose fit. Yeah, so I should really not use this drill for all. Let's try a 5mm drill. So if I show you, I don't know how much you see, but this is very, very oversized. But move the drill around a little bit. This trick is not taught at any machinist school in the world, exclusively. You know what? This is my fit. This is what I'm going to do. This is the fit. Last one.
Here we go.
We're done with the first journey to the dungeons. Okay, first part is done. Maybe we should try actually. If I just take this axle and I put them through. No, I think this is gonna work good. Okay, this is good for now. 10 centimeters, which means that we can drill through if we make the holes too small. Next step is to prepare this piece.
File away.
File away, file away. Okay, this works. So now I'm going to try to see, this will probably not work.
Wow.
It does work. This is the wrong tool. I'm gonna use the jigsaw with a metal blade. Yeah, now it goes in there. Gonna be some angle grinding in the stream, Hannes.
As soon as you leave the room, I get a lot of singing requests. They want me to sing Ya Ya Ding Dong.
Of course. Ya ya ding dong, my love for you. Ya ding dong, my love for you goes wide and strong. Ya ding dong, ding dong.
Ding dong.
Okay, Hannes, you take it.
I don't know. No, I can't do that.
Three down, 3 to go. Okay, we're all done. I think I should file this on my sturdy workbench. It will be so much faster when I file it quickly. Okay, so final check. I can do it in a close-up here. That one is tight. That one is not good. This one is good. This one is good. This one is good. This one is good. Are you seeing anything? This one is good. This one is good. The two on the edges are not good. I have to open them up a little bit more. Looks good. Yes, it's good. Okay. I should actually lightly deburr these. It's just a light deburring. This part looks ready. I have 4 to go and then it's over. We are getting closer to start to think about making the first welding jig. So they are ready for welding. And now I think we have to go into even more tedious mode and make a welding jig. So I made a sketch and I'm projecting all these profiles. And these are the profiles we want to cut into our welding jig. We also want to project this, because this is going to be a very important part of the jig. First of all, we have to decide an offset, because if I cut this to the same size, it's not gonna go in easily. So I'm gonna offset this line more than what I actually want to. I'm gonna offset it, 0.3 is enough. So if you see what I'm doing, I'm offsetting this whole profile 0.3, which means that the pocket we're gonna cut in the welding jig is 0.3 millimeter wider in X and Y direction. We're gonna cut 2 plywood pieces here. Now I'm just gonna make a random shape. So this blue thing here is gonna be 1 plywood part. So here's the weld jig, one of our many weld jigs. And the idea is that the parts will fit in, and as you can see, they fit in different levels. So the parts will obviously fit into these pockets, there, the blue pockets. So here you can see how the weld jig will rest flush on this piece. So thanks to the pocket that we've cut, that we filed, that we made too small, plus this edge resting on this edge, I believe we will be able to put this together pretty nicely. I'm gonna connect these two. It's all going to be one jig now instead. So, but what I need to do now is that I'm gonna save this, and I need to take away all 90-degree corners. This is called dog bones in CNC language. I'm just doing that. But that looks right. Oh, we're almost done actually with the welding jig. So this is how the new jig looks. So if I cut both these, I know I have a safe option. Okay, I think we're done. What do you think, Hannes?
Oh, wow.
And now we're gonna program the toolpaths, and I'm gonna take you with me downstairs and cut them on the CNC. So now I'm arranging the parts just for the CNC table. Next thing you have to do is to make a setup. So this is where you're telling Fusion like where your CNC machine is. And you can't just say downstairs or in the garage. So now we have our setup. So the machine knows now. So this is my 0 point, and the stock is 18 millimeter thick. So now the machine knows where we are. I think I can cut these pieces in with 3 operations. I want to start with facing this material off. Here you can see now that the tool is cutting only where I want it to cut. It's cutting inside the sketch we made. So we're now going to cut 2D pockets, a lot of them. Everything turned blue, which is a great sign. So now I have the holes, and now you can see that the end mill is trying to make these holes. So that's everything for the 2mm tool. Now we just have one more thing to do, and that's cutting the outside contour. I'm doing tabs to hold this down. I'm just gonna finish this up now. So instead of screws, I'm doing this little, if you can see them sticking out like little ears. And I'm gonna put them by points because I don't want so many of them. And I'm just gonna put them like this on outside edges. There we have all the tabs, and I'm actually done. What I need to do now is that I need to export it. When I name my G-code files, I try to make them structured. So I start with the alphabet A, so they organize 1, 2, 3, and then I put something that I can remember, face cut, and then I put 6mm flat, which means a 6mm flat end. So I have all the info I need for the CNC process in the file name itself. B, pocket, 2mm flat. So now toolpath C, contour, 6mm, and I'm actually gonna not use the flat, I'm gonna try to use the up down to have, oh no, I'm just gonna use the flat, I can't be bothered. So, okay, so we got all the files for the machine ready. We are ready to fire up the CNC machine. Okay, so now we can have action cam on my USB stick.
Yes.
Machine's alive. So I'm gonna add a flat tool. I have a ball cutter now. So first step is to change to the first tool. This tool will do the face cutting. So now I'm loading my G-codes that we saved so carefully. Now I'm looking in the computer. I'm seeing on here where the parts are gonna end up.
Now people get to experience this in real time, not speeded like 20 times as we usually do in the video.
Yeah, but I'm cutting pretty slow. I forgot my headphones here, so I'm coming up for those. I can monitor my CNC from upstairs. How fun is that?
Yeah, now I can add some commentary on that.
Yeah, so this is a super conservative. I'm gonna go down and override by 200% speed, so you can follow the machine will start to cut twice as fast because it's only plywood. You can see when that happens.
200. Here we go. Wow, that's super fast though.
Beautiful.
Wow.
One down, two to go. Let's go.
Here we go, everyone. How much time do you spend on editing each video from Giuseppe Nona? Well, basically, that can happen. But yeah, look, the parts are done downstairs, right? Here we go.
Okay, now we have to see if they fit. So first of all, I want to check if I added enough slack here, and I did. Oh, it clicks into place. So let's say, for example, we start with these pieces. Yeah, the fit it's quite unbelievable, honest. I added 0.3 millimeters, and still it's too tight. I'm gonna test to mount this with the pieces in. Check this out, my friends. I think we've done something useful. 5.99. This should be 6 point. Whoa, we're so under. 6.6. Why don't you just recut the jig? I'm just gonna cut some slots all over the board so we can push the parts out. Then we are gonna do the weld points. It kind of looks cool. It looks like someone has done some thinking. I can't believe I'm recutting this. I was bullied into recutting this by chat. Oh my god, I'm so blind. That is brilliant. Brilliant. We only need one jig. Chat, I love you. Because my idea was to put it like this. Which is brilliant. But I would love if you could have wait, I have it.
Safety first. This is so fun. What's happening?
We have some work to do, Hannes, with these hands. I'm gonna cut a spacer that gives us exactly the distance between the first ones we welded on and the next one here. 10.5. Then we're gonna just make some 10.5 wide strips. So rectangle. There we go, my friends. So these spacers makes me really, really, really happy. Okay, we have the indexing holes, we have the face cut. Yeah, that looks right, and that looks right. Can't believe I'm doing this. I got bullied into doing this, Hannes.
Okay. We're about to make another plywood sock.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on now. Work, sock, work. And now I've been really full time, perhaps 1.5, 2 years, I think, something like that. But I've been, yeah.
So, what do you think? Let's zoom in on this new, so we can compare. This closest to the camera was the old one, and here's the new one. Yeah, this, okay, it's very loose. No, it's okay. But this is so much nicer to work with. This looks beautiful. So let's now start with the two outermost ones. So this is loose now. That was kind of planned. So now, to get this 90 degree, if I hold it against the camera like this, we just have to use something that is 90 degrees. And I actually found something downstairs.
Use an old stock to stabilize.
Use an old sock to stabilize?
Yeah.
People are geniuses. But that's a really good idea, actually. I wanted to get the one I wanted to show you, though. So my idea was to use like these two. They are machine cut corners in POM. They are the corners that came from the factory. So I haven't cut them. Yeah, that was a good suggestion to recut this jig. I think everyone, but the fit is very loose. Very loose, but it's actually okay. Well, I think we have a very, very, very historic moment right now. Yes!
Oh my!
Did you see?
Never thought the day would come.
Okay, so seriously, to everyone who's been hanging out with us today, we've been experimenting, having so much fun, me and Hannes 2000.
I can look at you here also.
Yes, that's nice.
So it looks like we have eye contact. It's been wonderful, Martin.
No, it's been more than wonderful, Hannes 2000. So, together, have a really wonderful night, everyone in Europe. Have a wonderful evening, everyone in America, and every other part of the world, whatever time zone you're in. Anything to add, Hannes 2000?
No. Take care, everyone. Thanks for today. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye. Wait, I have to stop on Hannes there.
There we go.
Thank you, everyone.